Silence your cell phones now.
If he gets all the Infinity Stones, he can do it with the snap of his fingers. Just like that.
Tell me his name again.
Thanos.
What's going on, YouTube? It's Sensei, place to be children, Mr. A&D, back to give you guys the movie experience. I just got back from seeing the highly anticipated 10 years in the making. Just got back to seeing from seeing Avengers Infinity War. Man, I am still like slightly shaking after what I just seen. The movie, man, it's been 10 years coming. 10 long years, and we're finally here. I'm glad to see it, and like I just told y'all, if y'all have seen my Brave Bunch review, that I will be back here to give you guys a non-spoiler. This is a non-spoiler review. Don't worry, check out the Nerdgasm Talk podcast this weekend, where we will do a spoiler talk about the movie. Well, first off, we're going to give you the good, we're going to give you the bad, and we'll give you the experience. So starting off with the good. You know, going into this movie, you sit here and think that there's 64 characters in this movie. There's, or more than that, how can you balance them all? And I have to say that the comedy by his mind, the Russo brothers do it. The balancing of the movie with the characters, each character had some type of shine to them. They were able to show off some of their abilities, their powers, and things like that, and which made us love them throughout the whole MCU. So that was really, really good right there. You got to get into the main character whose movie this is, and that is Thanos. This movie is all about Thanos. All Thanos. This movie, he is the star of the story here, and they make him sympathetic. But he is one powerful being, and in this movie right here, you're going to experience that. When they say that in the first 5 minutes, you realize why Thanos is Thanos. He is great in this movie. Also, he's probably, I would have to say, probably the best. Yes, the best MCU villain that there is. He's up there with my. He's number one next to my Killmongers and my Lokis and my Vultures of the world. He is the best MCU villain, hands down. He does not take nothing from nobody. He is threatening. He is scary, intimidating, and what he says, his intellect, makes sense. You're sitting there thinking like, what? But yes, his intellect makes sense. And you know what? All the things that you thought you know about those Infinity Stones, when it comes to Thanos, he shows you what the Infinity Stones can do. Also, I have to say another positive is the Black Order. I actually enjoyed the Black Order, but especially one in particular, and that's Ebony Maw. Ebony Maw had the most talking scenes out of all of them, and I thought that he was like really spot on. He was actually creepy in his delivering, and he was more like, you know, Thanos' deacon for him, and the way he would just preach and stuff like that, it was very eerie and very creepy. Action was phenomenal. Smash, you are like Drake. You 0 to 100 real quick. Okay, you're starting from like as soon as the movie starts, you're going down this roller coaster and you don't stop to the end. You don't slow down to the point it's like, oh, I gotta take a break. And it's water. You're there. There is no slow moments in this movie, to the point that there's time to build some dialogue, but there's really not no slow moments like that. And for 2.5 hours, it didn't even feel like 2.5 hours. And one thing that Marvel does great, more than a lot of other superhero movies, is their humor. Their humor works in this movie. Now, I was wondering if it was going to be like in the Guardians of the Galaxy where he just forced it out of everything, or Thor Ragnarok where it's a little bit of ill time. No, the humor works for the weight that is on this movie. The jokes land. The jokes really do land. I was in my seat laughing, gut laughing at some things. I'm just like, yo man, this is like really, really funny. They go balls to the wall with the company, and the timing is perfect. I'm glad that they have these funny moments in this Avengers movies and these Marvel movies, because it just fits. It helps balance out the tone. Along with the humor, there's also a lot of things that fans wanted in this movie, and that's consequences. Because a lot of other Marvel movies, there are things that happen, and there just have not been any consequences for anybody's action. There are consequences in this movie. So if you're looking for that in these Marvel movies, see more of it, they're in this movie, and they're like right in your face, like right there. You're gonna get some gut punches in your face, and that's what's crazy about it. Like, but they do that now, and I'm glad that they do that, because it makes more of a complete movie for me. And this movie does feel complete to me. It's like, we're going to be excited to see what goes on with Avengers 4. They did film it back to back, but this does feel like it didn't. Some people said it felt like a part one, and some people said like it felt like a complete movie. To my personal opinion, it felt like a complete movie. But once again, it left the door open for the part two. But this felt like a complete movie. Like, if they ended it here, it's like, yeah, they ended it here. But with every good movie that there is some bad. So we're gonna talk about the bad. Most of my bad about Avengers Infinity War, I'm being completely honest with you, is mostly kind of nitpicking. But there really wasn't. There are some things that I felt they could have done better, such as where I said the pacing of the movie. Now, one thing about the pacing is it's not slow at all. It's fast and it's right to your face. Where I think that this movie could have benefited from an additional 15 minutes to help blend and balance the movie out, because it's so much happening. There's so many characters they're juggling, to the point you're just like, I need a breath of fresh air. Slow down just a little bit, just a little bit. And I'm not saying slow down that you need to get boring dialogue and stuff like that, but there are things that's just like, you could just introductions and stuff like that. It's just like, wow, this thing is just the foot to the gas pedal, and I think it could have benefited from having 15 more minutes to help flesh the whole movie out. I do feel as though that the Black Order, even though I was a fan of Emmy Maw and how they looked, there were certain things that looked like, I wouldn't say choppy CGI, but to me they were underutilized. But once again, with a movie with so many characters, you can't really give them backstory or show them what they can do, so you can kind of understand that's what was going to happen. But still, I really felt that, now I don't need to know more backstory about them, but they just, in my personal opinion, were just taken out too easily. It could have been more to them. But like I said, the Black Order was good though. But I still think it could have been just a little bit more to them, to give me a little bit more depth into that. That's where that benefit 15 minutes comes in there. As of right now, I am going to plan on going to see it again in IMAX. So I had much about the bad, but let's get into the experience. When it comes to the experience, that's exactly what this movie is, an experience. We went there and we were 9 people squad deep, and we were ready to see this. And the crowd we was at was very energetic. They were cheering, they were gasping, they were just in shock and awe. They were happy, sad, angry, all the above, and it was great energy in there, and you're on the edge of your seat. This movie is going to put you at the edge of your seat. If you have not gone to the bathroom, or you want to get something to eat, you want to gotta make a phone call, all that stuff got to pause, because I had to go to the bathroom for about an hour, and I didn't want to leave. I had to go right during the credits, so then I can come back and see the post credits and stay for the post credit scene. But there's only one post credit scene, and it's an original post credit scene at the end of the credits. There's no mid credit scene. It's only one scene, and I actually thought it was pretty good. I really enjoyed it. And so I'm like, okay, well, this is pretty complete. So what would I give Avengers Infinity War? Now, once again, I am planning on going back and seeing it 2 more times this weekend, so I can actually rank it. So by the time Sunday comes around, I can do a video where I rank all 19 so far MCU movies. Because right now I am in between 2 grades, and right now I believe that I'm going to give Avengers Infinity War a B+. Great movie. I recommend you guys go out there and see it this weekend. It's an epic adventure film, and it's going to take you there. You're going to be invested throughout the whole thing. So post down in the comments down below if you guys went to the early screen like I did and see Avengers Infinity War. Post down in the comments down below how'd you like it. Use spoil tags, guys. This is the non-spoiler review. There will be a spoiler review later on this weekend, so don't spoil the movie for anybody. Please make sure you spoil tags, but do not in the comments. Please don't spoil it for nobody. Hit the like button for enjoy my review and hit the subscribe button for more movie reviews right here on Nerd Coalition. Once again, I'm Mr. A&D, and I'll see you at the movies.